some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Haskins on first down to Thompson on the screen. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. On the ground, it's Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Haskins, third and long. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're
opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike, let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, heavy?
Throwing is Allen on third. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check 53, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Here's the newest member of the 15,000-yard club. It's Frank. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen. Jones has it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or division. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Haskins will throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down, Washington.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, Delta. Defense, let's get it together.
To throw again. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And again, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Check 41.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the thing.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Washington.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the Redskins first down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 99. Check 94. Let's go.
On first down, it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. The
pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58.
4th down, here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Geis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins have taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Bills 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
53, check 53.
56-yard line.
53 the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run with Geis. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 24, check 24. You.
From the 27, Allen. Flushed out right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Forced out to his left. And he's going to... Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matthew Ioannidis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Kerrigan. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. A touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
53, check 53.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Isaiah McKenzie. Incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check your hot read. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Jam. Check three.
Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Reuben Foster picks it.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they're setting themselves up as a major contender.